StadiumDB.com presents Spor Toto Süper Lig Stadiums of the 2022-23 season. Salam! We have prepared a ranking of the Turkish top-tier stadiums for you, ranging from the smallest to the largest. Spor Toto Süper Lig campaign is already underway. The title is defended by Trabzonspor, but the Big Three from Istanbul will surely try to reclaim it. Anyway, we're here for a very exciting season. Turkey has undergone a real stadium revolution in recent years, and our list includes some real architectural wonders. Before we start, we would like to ask you to support our channel by clicking the subscribe button and leaving thumbs up. And with that being said, let's check what Turkish venues look like. Let's go! 19th place, Ümraniye Belediyesi Şehir Stadı. Capacity 3,513. Ümraniyespor. Our roster opens with the stadium of the newcomers from the capital, which did not meet the licensing requirements at the start of the season. Its hosts have to play their home matches at other Istanbul venues, including the gigantic Atatürk Olympic Stadium, and the next, a little bit smaller arena on our list. After some renovation work, Ümraniyespor is set to return home for the 11th game week of the league campaign. 18th place, Enertürk Netmi Stadı. Capacity 4,488. İstanbulspor AS. Opened in April 2012, this is already the second stadium built in Enertürk district, a rapidly growing community in western outskirts of Istanbul. It bears the name of Netmi Kadıoğlu, district mayor of Enertürk between 2004 and 2017. The venue hosted the 2023 FIFA Women's World Cup qualification match in which Turkey won against Bulgaria in October 2021. 17th place, Korbik Holding Stadyumu. Capacity 10,842. Alanyaspor. This modest but elegant venue has single-tiered stands with a roof that slightly goes beyond the outline of the auditorium. Lighting masts overlook the neighborhood and are located outside the closed body of the stadium. The poles supporting the roof are placed inside the facility. Thus, some fans gathered in the stands have limited visibility. 16th place, Recep Tayyip Erdoğan Stadyumu. Capacity 14,000. Kasımpaşa AS. The architecture of the stadium is dominated by a unique stand, imitating the letter J embedded in a hillside. The patron of the facility is the President of Turkey, who was born in this district and was Kasımpaşa's athlete in his youth. The venue was built in 2005 and initially had an athletics track. Later, it was removed and new unroofed sections were added. It was not easy as there was very little space available due to the dense buildings around it. 15th place, Başakşehir Fatih Terim. Capacity 17,319. Istanbul Başakşehir. In this case, the floodlighting was mounted outside on 4 masts. This is somewhat unusual as the roof of the stadium is placed high enough. The golden and black cladding of the facade shimmers in the rays of the sun. The sitting bowl has 2 levels of stands. Despite being football-specific, the facility is curved. It is worth paying attention to the night illumination of the stadium. There are not only simple geometric shapes, but also inscriptions in various colors. 14th place, Eryaman Stadyumu. Capacity 20,560. MKE Ankaragücü. The stadium was inaugurated in January 2019 after 3 years of construction. The facade, which was originally planned to be richly decorated, thus referencing Ottoman architecture and colored with purple and gold, eventually lost this part of its identity in favor of a much cheaper grey mesh front. The single-tier stands have seats in the colors of the host clubs, which are blue and yellow mosaic representing Ankaragücü on 3 stands, while the main one has the red and black seating referring to the colors of Gençler Birliği. 13th place. Çotanakspor Kompleksi. Capacity 21,500. Giresunspor. The round shape of the stadium refers to the surrounding hills. The building is distinguished by natural colors and high arcades, thanks to which the backup facilities receive the necessary sunlight. Behind the auditorium under the roof there is an atrium that protects fans from frequent rains. The venue looks larger from the outside because the stands have an irregular arrangement. They have 2 tiers along both sides, but a single one on each end, topped by glazed floor spaces. 12th place. Yeni Stadyumu. Capacity 25,000. Atatürk Hatayspor. The facility was commissioned in mid-2021. Its architecture is defined by a roof that consists of 2 J-shaped parts that overlap. Both are in the club's colors. The ball-shaped auditorium consists of 2 levels, with the upper one having much fewer seats than the lower one. The venue is eco-friendly, as there is a large parking lot around it with solar panels installed. 11th place. Sivasspor Stadyumu. Capacity 27,532. Sivasspor. The outer shell of the building is dominated by white with a hint of grey at the top of the roof. The ball-shaped stadium has a fully opaque outer skin that reduces impact of cold northern wind. Along the east and west sides, the venue has large glazing to provide sunlight and raise temperature inside the facility. The auditorium was divided into 2 levels, where the seats form a red and white mosaic. Once again, we would like to encourage you to subscribe to our channel and hit thumbs up. Remember to click the bell button as well. By doing so, you won't miss any of the future content and will contribute to the growth of our channel. 10th place. RHG Enertürk Enerji Stadyumu. Capacity 32,880. Kayserispor. From the outside, the building resembles a futuristic structure with unknown purpose. According to the designers of the stadium, it is a giant spider. This shape was obtained thanks to the steel trusses to which the roof elements are attached. Spiral staircases are also worth paying attention to. The auditorium consists of 2 level stands separated by a strip of boxes. 9th place. Corendon Airlines Park. Capacity 33,000. Antalyaspor. The canopy covered with photovoltaic panels slightly protrudes beyond the outline of the stands. This massive roofing provides spectators on the upper promenade with protection from adverse weather conditions. The venue has a very interesting form. Despite the rectangular layout for football, it was actually built within a perfect circle. This unusual combination resulted with end stands having 4 tiers. On the sides, the auditorium has 3 levels. 8th place. Yeni Adana Stadyumu. Capacity 33,000. Adana Demirspor AŞ. The venue from the facade to the roof is a lightweight structure designed with the Mediterranean climate in mind. The stadium's roof is oval and extends well beyond the stands. Its structure is made of delicate steel ropes covered with a white membrane. The seating is arranged in a mosaic showing flames in blue navy blue and orange white. The colors refer to the local clubs that have become the host of the facility. 7th place. Kalyon Stadyumu. Capacity 33,502. Gaziantepspor. The ball-shaped stadium was covered with strips of membrane and then with a geometric skeleton covered in composite panels in black and red. They represent the colors of Gaziantepspor and allow the stadium to change its image as the beholder passes by. 2-tier stands are separated by a strip of boxes located on the eastern and western sides of the venue. 6th place, Şenol Güneş Spor Kompleksi, capacity 40,782. Trabzonspor AS. The arena is situated on top of the concrete promenade. Its sharp form is made of triangular membrane sheets. Spreading across the lightweight steel frame, the fabric makes it iconic, instantly recognizable in the world of stadiums. Whiteness is somewhat broken by accents in Bodo Mavi club colors and bright red paintwork on the internal sides of the stands. The Trabzonspor-themed seating bowl is quite compact and was divided into 2 levels. 5th place, Medaş Konya Büyükşehir Stadyumu, capacity 42,000, Konyaspor. Architecturally, the stadium stands out compared to most modern arenas with its strong angled outer form. Most of the cladding consists of triangular composite panels. Some of them are translucent to provide natural light for facilities inside. The auditorium consists of 2 tiers of stands with the seating decorated in the colors of the club. At night, the illumination of the stadium's facade is quite impressive. The dynamism combined with the right rhythm makes the stadium a real eye-catcher even for non-football fans. 4th place, Vodafone Park, capacity 42,590, Beşiktaş AS. The robust stands are surrounded with a simple and elegant colonnade, somewhat resembling a coliseum. The entire structure is located under a membrane roof. Covered with limestone, the facade blends very well with historic surroundings, especially when we notice that the southern marathon gate of the old stadium was fully preserved. Just like the old one, the new arena has a clear form, which is both symmetric and elliptic. The sitting bowl is divided into 2 tiers. Lower one is fairly flat, while the upper ring is very steep with a slope of almost 39 degrees. 3rd place, Ülker Stadyumu, capacity 50,530, Fenerbahçe AS. Due to an unstable seismic situation, the stadium's roof rests on 4 large trusses mounted in the corners. Even in case of an earthquake, they are to remain in place and the light membrane cover will not endanger spectators. It is the largest stadium on the Asian side of Istanbul. Its present shape is the result of the reconstruction carried out between 1999 and 2006. It was implemented in stages, and the new stands were put into use one after the other. The auditorium consists of 2 level stands. The north one houses the away supporters, while the south stand is where the home fans reside. The west stand is the main one, containing the dugouts, changing rooms and so on. 2nd place, Sami Spor Kompleksi Stadyumu, capacity 52,280, Galatasaray AS. The facility is located on a hill in the northwest part of Istanbul. The canopy of the building protrudes beyond the outline of the stands and is attached to the rest of the stadium with vertical support beams. The venue's solar panel roof earned the Guinness World Record title for the most powerful solar power output at a sports stadium. The facade of the arena is very modest and unveils the diagonal support beams of the stand's structure. The auditorium is divided into 4 levels with business seats located in the middle. Recently, the seating at the facility has also been repainted. 1st place, Atatürk Olimpiyat Stadı, capacity 75,145, Fatih Karagümrük AS. This is the largest stadium not only in Turkish League, but also in the whole country. The venue has partially covered stand, of which about 48,500 seats are under the roof. The canopy of the west stand became the hallmark of the facility. This huge structure is supported by just 2 pylons. The cross-section of the roof resembles the bridges over Bosphorus, while an aerial view shows the crescent shape of the canopy a key symbol for both Turks and Muslims. On the north and south side, the stadium has huge openings, which is troublesome, especially in windy weather. The eastern stand has 2 tiers, while the opposite one 3. The playing field is surrounded by an athletics track. Many of us still remember well the 2005 Champions League final between AC Milan and Liverpool FC that was staged at this facility. The most important club match in Europe will return here next year. This was the final stadium in our ranking. We hope you enjoyed it. Let us know in the comments section below which stadium in the Spor Toto Süper Lig is your favorite. Maybe you also have your own list of best venues in Turkish League? Hoşça kal!